Hello, welcome to the video. This video we got to talk about Suffolk County Transit again because there's been some changes and some points I want to make about some of these issues that continue to go on. So they have a bunch of, you can see, service alerts here. We click this here. Route 80 has now been renamed the Riverhead Circulator. All right, so it operates as a one-way loop route now. So it's starting and ending at Riverhead LARR stop each hour. And they did this to serve Calverton Hills, which is very good. It runs every 16 minutes every day. So you can see the map right here. So it's going to go down here up Northfield Turnpike, though I think it should also serve Doctor's Path as well. And then it goes up to John Wellesley Village, and it goes back down to Old Country Road. Then up here to the Riverhead Landing, then back down the Mill Road by Tanger, basically sort of following the old 8A route. And then it goes all the way down here and then makes a left to get on 24 down here. Wait a minute. Doing that. Oh, it's going on the expressway? All right, how's it doing that? All right, let me figure that out here. We're going to just go here for a moment here. So, all right, so it's not going down here. Is it going down to Edwards? Oh, it looks like it's going down to 25. But how is it supposed to? Oh, I see. It's going to make this turn right here to get onto 25. So, yeah, it's going to go here. It's going to use this turnaround here. And then go this way and go on to 25. Okay. So it's going to go here and then go on to 25. And then take River Road. I got it. So why can't the 58 just go back to Old Country Road? Why does the 58 have to go down Route 25? That's what I don't understand. But anyway, it's going to go down Riverhead Road, stop at Calverton Hills, and then it's going to run down Nugent Drive. So you're going to have a bus. Not stop, of course. But you will have a bus that's going to run down Nugent Drive here through the Pine Barrens. I think they should have a stop somewhere. I know it's the middle of nowhere, but people do hike here. They could think of some place to put a bus stop, perhaps over here or maybe over here. I know it's kind of a highway, so I don't know. That's a little. But hey, at least Calverton Hills now has service again. We knew that wasn't going to fly. All right, we knew that wasn't going to fly at all. So that is the change here. You'll see here that it does a loop. So Riverhead starts at 5 after the hour on a weekday and then gets back to Riverhead back at 56 after the hour. So Calverton Hills, it'll be a 10-minute ride from Calverton Hills back to Riverhead. But I am so glad that they fixed this. This is a very, very, very important thing that they needed to do. Going over here, you'll see Route 53 will loop into College Plaza and Selden in both directions, northbound and southbound, to serve a new stop near the Wren Kitchens and Shoprite. So we're going to go back over here to Route 53, which is right the shopping center right here, College Plaza. There's a Wren Kitchens here. So it right now shows the stop over here, but it's going to loop into this. Okay, so it's going to stop over here now. Looks like they updated. So the bus stop's going to be right in front of the ShopRite. Now, see, they did that, but yet they don't have buses going into Tanger. I don't understand that. So it's going to go in. It's going to loop in here. It's going to loop into this shopping center right here. I mean, I don't understand why. I mean, it's not that far, but I guess whatever, they have it loop in here. And then it's going to have to go back out again. And I see. So the only problem is now you have to sit at this light. That's the only problem. I mean, can't it go out over here maybe and then just go straight? Maybe it'll go straight. It'll go through here and then it's going to come back out and it's going to go this way, I think. I don't know. Let's see what this says. 58. Okay, so yeah, it probably will go straight. It's probably going to go straight like this and then take College Roads. That makes sense. I can see why they did that, you know. All right, so they did that. Let's see. All right, Route 3 will no longer operate on Livingston Avenue and Hubbard's Path in Babylon. Also, Route 3 will no longer operate on Half Hollow Road south of the Long Island Expressway. Route 3 will now continue along Deer Park Avenue north of Half Hollow Road and the Long Island Expressway Service Road. So, and this was that was a move they did because of, the 29 used to run down there, and now there's no bus. Basically, this whole section right here has no bus service here. All right. So what they did, instead of having it run down Half Hollow Road, which is basically a residential road with nothing on it, they're having it run down South Service Road, which makes sense, and then serve this area here. And you can see there are some things here, garden centers and stuff. However, I think they should have gone one step further. I think they should have taken Vanderbilt Parkway, because that way it would pass by the Half Hollow Hills Community Library. And I've been told the people at Suffolk County Transit watch my videos, so hopefully they're going to take this into consideration and take that, because it's got to serve Five Towns College. So, but I can take Vanderbilt Parkway and then go on to Deer Park Avenue here. So this way, at least you have most of Deer Park. Only this small stretch here would not have a bus, and then people could just walk to either that or the 6 up there. But that would make a lot more sense, and this way you're serving even more of Deer Park Road. Again, it's a commercial corridor, so I think that makes sense. And then the other one, Route 51 service to Stony Brook Universal Hospital will now stop on Health Sciences Drive. That's right, it's not going to stop in front of the hospital anymore. I don't. That makes absolutely no sense at all, and I don't know why the hell they did that. That's a possible ADA violation. So it's going to stop on Health Sciences Drive, which is so instead of going in and serving the hospital here, and it still shows the bus stop here, but it's not going to serve it anymore. It's going to stop on Health Sciences Drive outside the hospital. I guess they felt that they want to save time because they don't have to stop at the traffic light here or whatever. But, I mean, it's a hospital, man. And, look, there's no... All right, there is a sidewalk on that side. I guess the bus stop would be over here, and then you have to take the sidewalk here. I mean, it's not a big distance, but for somebody who is in a wheelchair, disabled, it is a big distance, and it's not acceptable that they're not serving the It's bad enough they took service away from the hospital in St. James and Sienna Village. Now this, I mean, I don't understand it. I really don't. So that's the other thing that they did, and I think that we covered all the changes here that they made. And now let's talk about some of the things they need to fix, because I rode the 5 the other day from Pilgrim, all right? And so I rode this was Pilgrim right here, all right? So the 5, if we go to the map here, we can go to the system map here. We'll show you the map here. So the 5... The 5 basically goes like the 33, and then it goes down through here, goes up F Road, goes down H Road, but then goes this way and goes down E Road, which becomes becomes East Road, all right? And the problem with East Road is it's very, very, very narrow, and I tell you, the bus had a hard time staying on the road. So it goes like this, makes a right on F, goes down H, all right? Then makes the left over here from H onto this road. So it goes this way, makes the left from H onto this, all right? This road right here, all right? And then it goes down here, down B Road, all right? This road right here, all right? And you can see it kind of is just as a... This road's kind of narrow, too, as well. But it is really bad over here. So what it does then is it goes down this road here. This is East Road right here. And look at how narrow this road is. I mean, yeah, trucks use it, but, I mean, it's really narrow. And literally, we were hitting the curbs. It's very, very narrow. And then you get to this point, and at night, I can't even imagine this at night because you see there's no street lights. And then you got look at this weird turn here. So hopefully the people at Suffolk County Transit are realizing that this is kind of dangerous over here, this spot. It's a blind curve. There's no lights. It's not safe, all right? I know what they're trying to accomplish, but this is not good. And this is, of course, the area where all those beautiful pine barrens. Over here, it's a little wider. But still, I mean, this is not a road that... I mean, I know trucks go down this road, and they shouldn't. Because, again, it's really... They're doing it because, basically, the only other way into Heartland is through this intersection here. Grant Avenue or Long Island Avenue. And this intersection here, Pine Aire and Grant, is a nightmare. We know that, all right? So what they're trying to do is they're going this way, and then they're taking East Road and then coming out over here. So, and, it's just another example of the people who designed this system never actually went on any of these roads to see the kind of the conditions that the buses have to deal with. So it's very unsafe. And I honestly think I would do a switcheroo, all right? I would do a switcheroo. I would have the 5 go like the 33, go and take Commack Road instead. So it'll take Commack Road instead, all right? Like the 33, the old 33 route, and then it would probably resume its regular routing over here over Nichols Road, all right? I was thinking you could have it go into Tanger, too, as well, all right? You could have it make a left over here on Marcus, and maybe have another bus stop over here somewhere. I know this is where the bus stop is. I mean, it could loop around Tanger, but I know they figure it would lose time. But, again, not having the buses stop in Tanger anymore also is a huge mess, all right? A lot of people took the bus from Tanger. It's a real, now you only have the little Tanger shuttle that stops there, all right? That's shuttled from Deer Park. But, it's a problem, all right? Or if you don't want to have it serve Tanger, then it could go and, make the right on Nichols and go and take Nichols to Deer Park Avenue, all right? Obviously, I like having the bus stop at Edgewood. It's convenient for me because it goes to Babylon, but instead of having the 5 serve this area, because of the way this street is, I would have the 4 serve it. The 4 is already passing by on Pine Aire Drive, so it can just make a right on Grand Avenue and do the loop like the 27 did. That's all. And then go back to Pine Aire Drive, and follow the old 27 route, and then instead of just going by the outside of Tanger, it should stop in Tanger. How about that? I think that would make a lot more sense, and then have that go there, Grand Bale. Anyone who needs to go to Babylon can just transfer to the 5 at Grand Boulevard. Why not do it that way? That would make a lot more sense to me, and I think you have a couple of routes here that go by here. You have the 5, and then a couple of routes, I think. You have the 5. I think, maybe it's only the 5 that go down here. I'm trying to know. There is another route that goes by down here. There's 5, and then there's another route. Yeah, the 12. The 12 also goes down here. So, but the case is, you have to transfer, but it makes more sense from a logistics standpoint to flip the 4 and the 5 around like this, because, and I know people will say, well, the 4 will lose time. Well, the 4 also needs to be changed down here. All right, so this intersection here is a big problem. All right, this intersection from Suffolk Avenue onto 5th, it's a nightmare. And this is where I was taking that video, and we were sitting in that terrible traffic jam at this light right here. All right, and you can see it's backed up already, even in this view. All right, I understand they want to serve this area because there's more commercial stuff over here, but they need to go back to the old routing. The old routing had it make a left over here and go down 2nd Street, and then take 2nd Avenue to 3rd Avenue, which then turns into Pine Aire Drive. You're avoiding a whole lot of traffic like that. So, these are some of the suggestions. I'm going to actually put them in the text of this video, and I'm hoping the people at Suffolk County Transit, if they are watching my videos, and I've been told they are, really take these suggestions seriously, because the 4 is hitting a lot of traffic because of that light, all right? And by going down 2nd Avenue here, and then making the right like the old, I think the 27 used to go this way, this made a lot more sense. And you avoided all the traffic. And the people who need the bus on that stretch of Suffolk Avenue, it's not a long walk at all to catch the bus over here. All they have to do is walk either over here or over here. And that's it. It's not a very long walk at all. And that makes a lot more sense. All right? You got to remember, Wicks is already being served by the 5, I believe. So the 5 already goes down this way. Yeah. So why do you need Why do you need the, the 5 already goes down that way, I believe. So why do you need, is it the 5? I'm trying to figure out what bus that is. Hold on a second. I think you already have a number of buses already going down here. Yeah, here's the, you have a number of buses that go down this way already. You have the 7 as well. I think the 5 and the 7 go down here. Let's see. Click this bus stop and see what it says here. So, or it doesn't say. But I think you already have a number of buses going down this way. You have the 7. I think maybe it's the 7 that goes this way. Yeah, it's the 7. All right, you have the 7. All right, so why do you need both the 4 and the 7 going down here? The 4 should be making the left onto 2nd and avoiding this traffic mess with that left turn, because you have the left. That left turn is very bad because you have it's a very busy road, 5th Avenue, and then you have the trains going through. You have a great crossing. So yeah, that needs to be straightened out. That's a priority, I think, right now, and Suffolk County Transit really needs to work on that. I think that's like the biggest change they need to make is getting the 4 off Suffolk Avenue, because we lost so much time because of that traffic backup. It was ridiculous. But again, it would make further sense to have the 4 go and loop around here, and have the 5 go straight out onto Fish Path and down Commack Road, and then take Nichols. Yeah, that would make a lot more sense. All right. And I know there's a whole lot of running time, and it would make the 5 a little faster by doing that. But they can, adjust the schedules accordingly, in my opinion. Unfortunately, there's no other way for the 5 to get from here to Heartland. The only other way, it would have to go back onto Crooked Hill and then back onto Pine Aire Drive, which makes no sense at all. That doesn't make any sense. Can't go on the Parkway, obviously. Again, thank you, Robert Moses, for that. But otherwise, you could take the Parkway to Pine Aire. Actually, you can't, because there isn't an exit for Pine Aire over here either. This whole area is laid out terribly, by the way. Yeah, there's no exit for Pine. Yeah, you can't get off the. You can get off the Parkway over here. So you can actually get off the Parkway here, and then I don't know if the bus could navigate that turn and then go that way. But unfortunately, like I said, buses aren't allowed on parkways. And I think there's a low bridge here, so I don't think it could get on the Parkway. That would actually make more sense. But unfortunately, I think there's a low bridge here, so I don't think it can. You see, they were doing something. They're building a new ramp here. But you still have these old bridges. These low bridges here. This is a low bridge. The bus ain't going to fit under this. 10-8, nope, not going to fit under that. So that's the problem. Like I said, thank you, Robert Moses, for that. It's amazing that we've had all these years, and we could have replaced all these damn bridges with like normal bridges, but no, they keep them like this to keep the buses off the Parkway. It's amazing. They just want to keep Robert Moses' legacy going on this island. It's nuts, but that's a whole nother rant, because I think buses should be able to take parkways, and if we fix those bridges, they would. They do. The buses are able to take the parkways in New Jersey. Why not here? But anyway, so those are some of my suggestions and ideas here regarding changing the way this out. But this East Road here is really hard for. I mean, I know lots of trucks take this road. I know it. They do. And the trucks do it. So people are like, well, if the trucks can do it, why can't the buses? But this is really and I can't even imagine driving down here at night because there are no lights. You've got these blind turns. It's very dangerous. This is an accident waiting to happen. And I mean, this whole area is an accident waiting to happen. Now, they could widen this road. I mean, it's decrepit over here. Why can't they widen this road a little bit over here? I mean, they've got plenty. They've got just grass over there. And as far as this blind corner goes, why are these decrepit buildings still standing? Why aren't they knocked down? Why is the state just letting this whole area just decay like this? Oh, that's right. We all know why that is. Look at the tires. Look at the garbage. There's a lot of dumping here. It's a very neglected area over here. Oh, because it's an area that's in the middle of the island, and it's near Brentwood, so we're going to neglect it. Yeah, I mean, this blind turn is really dangerous, so this is a disaster waiting to happen. And I was a little scared riding on that bus going through here as to how narrow this was, because it's really narrow. I couldn't film it, obviously. It's too many people on the bus, and I don't really feel, after what happened to me, you think I'm going to film on a bus again? So, you can see here, look at how narrow this is. It's fine for cars, but for a bus, I don't know. This is really tight over here. So yeah, I'm really concerned about that. I'm sure the bus drivers have these concerns as well. But hopefully, the people at Suffolk County Transit are listening, kind of. And trust me, I like the 5 going down this way. I'd rather take the 5 from here than the 4, because then the 4 I got to deal with the problems I dealt with on the 4, and but it's not about me. It's about what makes sense for the system. And I think it would just make more sense to have the 4 serve this, do a loop around it. Cut the running. You could definitely cut some running time down on the 4 by having it go down second, so it doesn't have to deal with that light. So it should make up for the time here spent looping around Heartland, and then have it go into Tanger. You need a bus going into Tanger, all right? It shouldn't be stopping outside. That's unacceptable. How come the bus is serving ShopRite in Selden, going into that shopping center, but not this one, which is even busier? Makes absolutely no sense at all. So those are some of my ideas anyway. So that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you for watching.